We're here with some members of the class of 2017, and they'd like to share some memories of Nanuet with you. Thank you, everyone.
I'm Tara Judge.
I'm Allison Hansen.
I'm Juliet Barry.
I'm Carlos Bretz.
And I'm Joel Thomas.
All right, well, thank you for being here today. What are some of your favorite memories of Nanuet?
Some of my favorite memories were definitely playing field hockey. Also, like going to sports games to support my other friends. Like I had some good times, like football games and basketball games, and Spirit Week was a good time. We won our senior year after not doing so well the other years.
I think one of my favorite memories this year was Teacher for a Day, because we have that relationship with teachers where we can be super close with them, that we get to do stuff like Teacher for a Day and we get to like follow them around, and it was really fun, and so I think all of us did that.
Like Tara said, I thought Spirit Week was probably one of the best times at Nanuet. Especially, I felt like the grade really was united and everyone bonded with each other. And I also enjoyed working on yearbook this year and taking photos at multiple sports events and the play and the musical. It's really fun.
Yeah, just to build off what people said, I'm definitely gonna miss like doing the musical, doing sports, playing tennis, and Spirit Week. But also I'll miss just the general experience of high school, just having downtime with your friends and just hanging out. It's really fun.
Yeah, I think I can speak pretty heavily on the fact that the plays and the musicals were some of the best times that I've experienced, and I know some of these students sitting here with me have also participated in them, and just spending time with your classmates for such a large amount of time after school and presenting during school and the teasers has been truly a blessing.
Okay, thank you. Who or what will you miss the most?
Well, I definitely miss a lot of my teachers. They're always there for you and stuff when you needed them. And there was a lot of teachers, like especially my senior year, that I formed like relationships with. That wasn't just like during talking about school, like we could talk about other stuff. And they were just always like really helpful, especially when like the college admission process came around. I had a lot of teachers there.
Yeah, I think something really special about our school is how close we can get to our teachers. And it's pretty sad that we won't be able to see them as much as our friends throughout our college years. But it's going to be nice to visit them. But definitely having them throughout our high school career has been really fun, and it's been great.
What was one of the most challenging times or tasks you had here at Nanuet?
I think the biggest is managing your academics and then what you do after school, like your extracurricular activities. Definitely in high school, you have more time like for you to figure out yourself time management rather than everybody guiding you along. So I think that was probably the hardest part for me as well, because I had to figure out when to do schoolwork and then when to take a break and go do something that I enjoy.
I had a serious case of senioritis this year, so and I took a couple of APs, so I kind of had to focus on the APs, but I think I did pretty well with that, but senioritis, it's a little rough at times.
Anyone else?
I think the hardest time for me personally was right at the beginning of senior year. It's at that point where I think in my junior year I hadn't quite planned as well as I should have, and so I found myself still having to take tests, standardized tests for college, and I still had to write my Common App, and I was still in the middle of applications, and it kind of just got really busy, and then extracurriculars kicked in and sports started to kick in, so it was very difficult. But we made it through all right, and we're all going to college, so it's good.
Well, good job. What skills have you improved on outside of the classroom?
For me, because I did a yearbook this year, I really focused on improving my photography skills and filmmaking skills, and because that's kind of my intended major in college, I feel like because of yearbook, it kind of prepared me for my future in college.
All right.
I think just starting off like a professional conversation rather than if you're talking to your friends, like there's a certain way like you have to present yourself in front of adults. And I definitely think from 9th grade to now, I've definitely improved on that, and I can like send someone an email and make it sound professional but yet personable at the same time.
I think the freedom we've been given as seniors in terms of going and talking to our teachers while still communicating in a formal but personal manner still has really given us an advantage as opposed to schools with a lot larger community, and being so close-knit, we've really been given the opportunity to have an easier time of talking with people.
I'd agree with that. I'd say that really our social skills have gotten a lot better since we were 8th graders and we came to high school. And I mean, some of that comes with just being a teenager. You know, you apply for a job, or you're applying to college. You have to sound more professional. But I think that it really helps to go to this school because of like the relationship we had with our teachers. We can actually talk to adults. A few of us here have been asked to speak at special events at the school. So I think all of that really comes together and makes us more complete students.
Right? Now, have you noticed more student presentations or collaborative group work in class?
Yeah, definitely this year. I feel like, well, I mean, the other years, like, I still felt like we did, like, group work and stuff, but, like, this year was definitely, like, you could see it a lot more, and especially with, like, Dr. McCahill with his Instagram, like, he always, like, knew what was going on, but I felt like it was good. Like, I felt like I could know what was, like, going on with, like, everyone and what we were doing in class and stuff, and I definitely like group work. Like, I think I learned a lot more, like, talking to my friends, and, like, having the teacher there is more just, like, a mentor and helping us out, like, overseeing what we're doing than, like, necessarily lecturing us. Like, I know personally that's how I learn better. And I feel like a lot of other people can, like, agree with that they learn more by, like, actually doing different things. So, yeah, it's definitely been helpful, and I hope they continue to do that the next few years because I think that other kids like it too.
I think this year especially, I've taken notice of a lot more student presentations, not only in the classroom, but it's merged with presentations in our community. And I know Juliet and Allison can personally speak about presentations to the board specifically.
There's definitely been a change. I think classes have shifted more to like student initiative, and it makes it more interesting when you have like your classmates teaching a class or like telling you like a new section of a textbook that you didn't learn yet. And it also makes it easier to remember rather than just reading from a screen. Definitely going to the board. I think this year I've been more involved with like school. We went to the board to present our Gold Award, and we also went just for like classes because some of your classes require you to go. And it's interesting to hear what they have to say, and there's some things that like you don't realize that are going on at your school, but it's good to know like what's happening.
Thank you. So this is a positive shift then? You agree?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Well, in closing, what advice do you have for next year's high school freshmen?
I guess like I mean the obvious thing is to just get involved. Like get involved your freshman year. A lot of people like think that, oh, like I don't have, like your freshman year, like you're nervous, you don't really have to do anything. Yeah, just wait till your junior year, you can just push it off. But like getting involved at our school isn't just like about putting stuff on your college resume. I think getting involved at our school is about like making friends and forming a family. Like how just like in different clubs, and I know like a few of these people here with Mayor and like Student Senate, and it just feels like you form like a different connection with people. Like you definitely have your friends like for outside of school you've been friends with since middle school, but you make new friends and like interact with people in different settings. And definitely it's just something that like I'll always remember, like being in like such a close-knit community, like going to support each other at like all of our sports games, like always being there for each other, like just getting involved and meeting new people is what I'd say.
Yeah, I think taking that step, like, and having the courage to go out and try something that you didn't think that you would enjoy or that you think like you wouldn't like fit in. I think with such a small school, it's so, and they can agree with this, that it's so easy and like almost effortless to feel like you're a part of a family and that like you belong here. Like you don't have to like fight like to feel like you need to fit in. I think it just comes along with going to Nanuet school.
Kind of going with what Allison and Tara said, I kind of think, well, me personally, I kind of wish that I was more involved in sports and like musical and play. So kind of going with what they said, I would say pretty much get active, participate, even like try volunteering, just do a wide range of things, just kind of get out of your comfort zone, because part of high school is trying to experience new things, and it's a huge whole new experience, and just go out there and try new things.
All right.
Yeah, definitely, just to build off that, I'd advise a freshman to definitely take advantage of the opportunities that the school gives to you, and also find what you like to do. That can go both academically and extracurricularly. In terms of academics, like, we have a lot of classes that I feel like a lot of schools don't have, especially we have virtual high school classes that we could take. Also just like classes that you would never take, you never think to take. We have music theory. Do we have a pottery class? No? Well,
We have like ceramics, principles of
ceramics.
engineering.
exactly, yeah.
Ceramics, pottery.
You could find what you like to do in life.
Wow, that really fell through.
No, it didn't. That was perfect.
All right. I guess my advice would be to take full advantage of not only the opportunities that are given to you, but kind of the people that you're around, because I feel that we have been given this amazing opportunity to meet with some amazing staff, especially our faculty. It's ridiculous what some of them do. I know you might never figure that the head of our math department teaches an Olympic team, and we have registered nurses teaching bio. It's crazy. And when you step out of your comfort zone, kind of not only to get to know your teachers, but to really like become personable and friendly with them. I know certain teachers have done stuff for me that have helped me in the pursuance of a higher education that I feel I wouldn't have been given the opportunity to do so at other schools. So definitely get to know your teachers. They'll become your best friends. It's totally worth it.
Well, thank you, everybody.